We have gathered here today to find out about the project whose name you've heard many times already, HyperKavkaz. Welcome, the founder of this sonic movement, some would say, Hovsep.
Hi.
Hi. Can you tell us about what was your idea behind HyperKavkaz initially?
I guess initially... What about that? Anyway, the idea of HyperKavkaz initially, I don't remember. We're in 2026. It's been 6 years since I first opened the page. It was affirmations. Affirmations were trending, and I made affirmations. First I made these like sticker cutouts, and then I made affirmations, but they were in Russian, so I had to take them down because Georgians don't want to work with me in that case. They're archived. If anyone wants them, I'll send them your way. Come year 2023, an idea dawns. That was the initial idea in the first place, really, to make it a visual and musical project. I gathered a compilation of 10 different tracks of different artists. Most of them are solo artists. There's like one duo and there's one band, and one of is yours truly, and one of this is yours truly. The other one's truly. The idea was to unite the people of Caucasus, at least in a cultural sense, create some sort of a bridge between all these ethnicities that don't even know about each other's existence. The funniest example to me is Armenia and Georgia. They know about each other's existence, but a lot of people, different generations, doesn't matter. Like I speak to them and they just don't know very like basic things in our like phonetics, in our like music and so on. And there's always these stupid debates of like what belongs to whom. And I thought that instead of those debates, we could be just like making things together, you know? There's this Middle Eastern approach of like me against my brother, me and my brother against our neighbor, and then me and my neighbor against the world. So I want to focus on me and my neighbor against the world, you know? There's a lot to be said about like how it's all been colonized by Russia, all of the region. Now some of us are independent republics, some of us aren't. I was born and raised in Ukraine, and this project is also a diversion against Russia. And I just think like a lot of this music that's coming out of Armenia, Georgia, and Azerbaijan, a lot of it is like imitation of what's happening in the West, just like as is, and also like aged many years back. They're doing techno or something, I don't know. No one's making songs, no one's making like... And then there are people that kind of do tackle the local sound, but it's kind of like techie, and it's all pretty much like psytrance type of beat. The only way out from the hood for us is to represent what we have that is different, and then maybe like marry it with what's happening right now. With this project, I do kind of push everyone to use something from the region. Like, it could be a rhythm, a sample, anything. It could be old, it could be new. Yeah, I think I answered the question so far.
Okay, I kind of have a problem with people just recycling aspects of their culture, just taking a rhythm from a national dance or sampling something. It's kind of low effort creativity to me. Do you have anything to say?
On the compilation, there's all kinds of approaches. The kind of like the end goal, or like what I would like to achieve, is for there to be works that perhaps are within a genre that is kind of natural to the kind of music that we had in the region, but like new works. Genres exist and everyone's kind of making within the genre. Your music, for example, I don't feel like you have taken a big leap far away from where you're from in your music, in that your dungeon synth works, they work in the context of old medieval music from where you are. If it's an existing song and you just like instrumentalize it, then it's kind of like an approach of performing an existing piece, right? Yeah. That has its place on Earth. But anything could work for this label if just an Armenian would make music that is new and original and fresh. That's it, really. Yeah, like the broader sense is that you can tell someone is from somewhere. I don't know, like when you listen to a lot of British music, you know it's from the UK. When you listen to a lot of American music, it sounds like the main music in the world. But you know, when you hear a song, there is a spirit of people from that place. You have to like kind of build that mythology from somewhere. Is it lazy? that those people just continue their traditions. They're still making Britpop, or they're still making, or whatever, like Pink Panthers, I don't know, like they're using their language. Honestly, what would work for this project if someone just made like a cool track in their language, and that's enough. Like it doesn't even have to be an old rhythm or something.
Yeah.
But the good thing about the old rhythm is if you're able to then, Brazilian funk is really big right now. That's very characteristic of where it comes from. I feel as though with the globalism, now everyone is kind of interested in what differentiates people from each other. There's a lot to be explored here. But yeah, you kind of almost like destroyed the idea of the project with what you were saying about like truly original work. There's 2 splits coming up. Both of them are going to be kind of like sample, a remix, heavy and stuff. I might drop like a compilation of, again, a bunch of edits and remixes. But there's you. Actually, big cope. I came here to see my parents. My parents live here, but my other goal of like coming here was, well, this, but also for us to make like a little cheeky collab. In the group chat in Telegram, there's a couple of people there that are making kind of like fully original work. Just they're in the group chat because they're doing it in their language, and I think that's fire. But if someone was to just make it something like with lyrics and it's in English and it doesn't have any characteristic of anything, it's just like kind of like a globalist project. I don't know if I can fit that in the label. I don't know. Maybe.
You said you have 2 splits coming up. With whom are those?
Yeah, this is split one. I actually don't know what order they'll be coming in, but one of them is this Armenian fella in Ukraine. He has released an album like ages ago or something, and it's like very under the radar, and this is kind of gonna be like a debut for him, and he's been working on so many edits and remixes and so on, but it might come into a full project. But for starters, it's gonna be this guy. Yeah, his name is Azat. I think his nickname is Helicord. His counterpart on the split is gonna be Lazare or Salazar. He made kind of like a hardstyle track. In Tbilisi, there's like a gang. They're doing this thing called bass kick promo, and they're doing like hardstyle, like gabber events, and it's cool. He's made this one with like a Georgian sample and with like a rhythm that's like on top of the hardstyle. It's nice. I like it. They're very different because like Azat's track is crazy, like deconstructed club or whatnot. The vocal sample is nuts, and the other one is simpler but like effective for dance purposes. I love hardstyle. Actually, I'm glad that that's something we're exploring here. Anyway, the next one is previously released with us as well, also under a one-off nickname. In the album is Nardaran Flava. Farhad is his real name, and his counterpart Artyom. So the first one is an Azeri. He lives in Berlin, and the other one is Armenian living in Moscow, I think. The idea of splits, actually, like I really do want us to make one with original. You too? Say it for the product, for the whatever records. My ideal of a split record, and we've already done one, but it wasn't like that, and these 2 aren't like that either. But the ideal is it's 2 artists, they have their tracks, and then there's like a collaborative one as a third track in between the 2 tracks. So it's 3 tracks altogether. It's not so easy to make 2 people that don't necessarily know each other create a track together through sheer enthusiasm. I think it's possible, but so far that's been one of the challenges as well with this project. I'm just gonna take it away, not wait for questions. There's these people in Bulgaria called Zabranjena Muzika or something. Forbidden Music is the name of their label, and they're kind of doing what I'm trying to do, but better. I mean, a larger scale, and they have more releases and so on. It's Bulgarian, yeah, or maybe they're using something else around there, but a lot of it is very like Turkish and Arabic coded like vibes and rhythms, and it's all like opulence, and it's all like being dressed funny and all that stuff. Kind of similar. A lot of people don't even know the difference between the Balkans and the Caucasus, so it's similar. And I saw recently they did a boiler room, and I was like, yes, that's us in like 5 years, in no time. I guess most of their music is kind of in reference to something, but they also do have fully kind of, I guess, original stuff. that just sounds like a SoundCloud track, kind of.
Amazing. Cool car, G.
It's the car of the people. It's the car of the people.
It's the car of the people.
It's the car of the people.
It's the car of the people. People's Republic of...
Car.
Where do you draw inspiration for your projects? Do you draw it out of thin air? Do you dream your next big ideas? Or do you draw them from the environment and the people around you?
I do truly believe that like the idea came out of nowhere, really. Just listening through old songs, old like restaurant pop songs from across the region made me think, like, I was listening to it and I wanted to dance to it, and I realized there's so much potential here. It's kind of frowned upon, but the younglings, they also have an appreciation for it, and you know, a lot could be done, and there's a real vacuum in the culture. There's a real gap of like nothing is really happening, and that's one way to fill it. When I started like kind of working on it, I realized that there are like examples of other musicians and labels that is in line with the idea, with the concept. Like there's Nafi, Naafi, they're Mexicans and they're doing their similar thing. They're also like very big and so on. There's all these Egyptian doing their stuff, and they're like also kind of like going for their rhythm, and like now all these like ID or Dazed and whatever, one of these are making like these articles about like the new Arab or new Egyptian or whatever sound or whatever. And well, I only can remember Zuli. He's doing that stuff. But in general terms, to prove that there is like space for stuff that will excite the Westerners, like, whoa, what is this? The interest to Lucia Kagramanyan's NTS show with the Armenian music from the Westerners show that like people really want this. But damn, the North Caucasus and the sound from there is trending right now a lot, like on the Russian TikTok and stuff. There's always some song popping, and this is the thing. Another challenge for the project. I don't have it in me to tackle the Russian audience just yet, but at the same time, I would love to like find someone out there who believes and delegate them and be like, please do the dirty work of like pandering to the Ruskis, and let me do the West. You go East. The Japanese will love this shit as well. Interestingly, like the one and only and so far split that I released with Cherim, aka TMWY.
Tell me what you wanna know.
Tell me what you wanna know. Yeah. And Gagat, Gaat. Yeah, when I dropped that, I didn't do it properly right away on Spotify and everything. It was first just on Bandcamp and SoundCloud. Anyway, some Japanese guy just went and bought that split, and I was like, the potential is immense. There's like 3 sales on that split, or 5. Really? But we're thriving.
Actually, about the sales, do you intend to make any more merch? Maybe physical releases?
Merch. Hell yeah, for sure. It's just, it feels kind of like cash grabby if I were to make the merch just in the air without any actual artistic work going with it. There is a friend I have, she's like half Circassian but Turkish, lives in Istanbul, and she does airbrush paintings. So I think with her I'm gonna make like airbrush HyperKavkaz shirts. I've done a couple of like test ones and I've sold them in the UK to random people. I was happy with some of it. That's what tests are for. But I feel like the airbrush will give it kind of a feeling that it's one of its kind, because they're all gonna end up different. Let me add. I'll just add stuff, but this is not merch related. I feel like what I want out of this project, so many things I want out of this project. A music video would be awesome, and I have a couple of ideas and so on, and I would love to do an event. It's quite hard because not everyone's on board with the idea and the sound and the vibe. But just like get a couple of cars and just go somewhere remote and just like make a circle out of those cars and just do an event out of the car boot. One thing that can happen that I would feel like we achieved something great here is to like manufacture a pop star. If you think about the track Medina with that vibe, that sound has so much potential to really go somewhere, but the guy, you can't even find him. Like I went on his Last FM page and like wrote like, you can go like and see, and I'm the only person there. I wrote like, if anyone knows how to find this guy.
I think I've seen that.
All right, yeah. There you go. Yeah, some of these people are so elusive, and they make they make the best music. And right now it's at millions of listens, really. But still, I want us to create a Michael Jackson.
You wanna know what I want us to create? Kafkas-themed horror movie. Folk horror even, specifically.
I have thought about that, but only within the context of Armenia, of course. In my hometown, there's like 20k people in Ijevan. I grew up in a city, so small towns always feel to me like I'm in a video game, in that it's so easy to just hit the end of the map. Can I hit that vape?
Hello.
Hi, it's coming on TikTok.
No.
I'll play you a track. Tell me what you think. This is like a, you know, whatever.
Where are you from?
I grew up in Ukraine, but I'm Armenian. Hi DJ. What's your name?
Everywhere. Lucian.
Lucian.
I'm Romanian.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm Hovsep.
Kavkaz. Look in the camera.
So what do you do for a video?
It's an interview.
About the
Doof, Digga, du
label.
fliegst zum 7. Mal nach. Wir haben ein Musik... Digga, du verbrennst dich. She's dumb and drunk.
She's not dumb. She's lovely. What are you guys doing?
We look sponty, you know? Spontaneous.
Yeah.
Plan
So
anything?
how many followers you have?
Can I promote me?
Ah, you have it. Can you
Sure,
promote?
you
Yeah,
can.
please.
I want some girlies. I'm 17. I'm single, like a Pringle, for 10 months. I just make out and then I'm sad because I don't get a girlfriend. And Lauren _ Airbnb on Instagram. Please follow only girls.
I'm
No.
these Germans.
You dog.
These Germans.
Romania.
Romania.
I have cards.
Oh,
do
thank
you
you.
know how to play Durak?
Just
What is this?
geben, wenn du 6 hast, kannst du weitergehen. Amen.
Amen!
Amen.
Das ist doch Amen.
Das kann schon sein.
Amen!
Das ist Amen. He's really famous. Klar! He's the biggest rapper right now.
Oh no, he's off.
Amen!
Who was that?
Who is that?
Okay, you don't know Amen? We show you Amen. We show you Amen. Okay. You don't know how popular he is. You should have asked him for a photo.
Oh god. Focus. Amen.
You can watch him on Spotify. I think he got 3 million monthly
No way.
listeners. Yeah.
We missed our chance.
2.9 million.
Oh wow.
She's in love with him. She wanted to see him for 1 year.
Raw emotion. Beautiful.
10 Stunden Schlaf, doch sieht aus wie geleckt. Ich esse Kater von gestern und esse Kuschkusch im Bett. We go to his concert.
Yeah, I'm going to a different concert. But it's here in Nuremberg. It's a DIY black metal dungeons and it's awesome.
Auto-check. Okay, you guys, we are in a Straßenumfrage and now we want to know how much is your outfit worth?
This cost me like 10 pounds.
Thousands?
Shoes I actually got also from the UK. You can't really see them probably,
Everything
but
really okay?
yeah.
You need to eat more. Food is nice.
Food is overrated.
Lean is law. Looks maxing. Amen.
Amen.
Do you think this video going to get popular? America. Yeah, it's very nice. This is Victoria's dog. Nice.
Alright, a quick blitz for you. Rain or snow?
Rain.
Song or track?
Song.
Sand or pebbles?
Sand.
Leather or vegan leather?
Leather.
Are you vegan?
Are you vegan?
No.
What's up with vegans?
I like it when people stand for something.
Alternative for Germany. It's called.
yeah.
So, what's your body count?
Let's continue with the next theme of our blitz. Digital or analog?
Digital.
CD or cassette?
set.
Windows or doors?
Doors.
Garlic or onion?
Onion.
Easy.
Easy.
No brainer. Crafting with your hands or thinking something through?
This is a good one because there's one that I do and there's one I wish I did more. So the more ambitious answer is crafting with my hands.
Alright. One last thing. What would you say to your countless fans out there? Maybe a piece of advice or anything, really.
Fuck all the smoke. Forget about fine living. Forget about getting like a cocktail. The worldly pleasures, like, they'll come. They're always there. They're always there. They're always there. Focus on feeding your soul, I guess. I'm just like, so many people that are like, let's go get a drink. What about let's go get some bitches, but like, spiritual bitches. Lent. Next time it comes up, do it. All that stuff.
Did you do it?
Sort of.
Sorta. What does that mean?
It means I, chose my own rules as to what I'm Lenten about, and I done did it. But there's obviously there's more dogmatic ones, like all the food related stuff. It's just like I don't even care about food to be restricting myself in that regards. But basically, stay hungry, stay foolish. But I feel eat less, do more, whatever. Looks max, spirit max. Do what it takes. And happy Easter.